So this video is to show you how we feed our cats Charlie and Alma. We've worked out a good system for doing it. One of the problems is that if you leave the bowls, if there's any food left, it attracts flies and ants, and I'm showing you how to avoid that and also what we feed them. So this was a bit of leftover from yesterday. We use these bowls with these lids because we can keep them in the fridge like that. And also the tin food lives in this container in the fridge. So we give them a dry food that is a complete food, which is stored outside. Talking about outside, the cats live outside. They don't come into the house because some guests are allergic against cats, and so we make sure they don't go into the house. So the dry food is stored over here. So you can see they are keen, but I put about, because they're hungry now, in the morning, I take a bit more than a handful. This is where we wash the bowls. The dry food should be enough. So if there is no tin food, it should be perfectly fine. They like it and they eat it. So they don't particularly need the tin food, but we give it a bit. These bins here are this is for recycling, this is for rubbish. Charlie. As it says in the instruction booklet, we're supposed to take our rubbish away, and there are bins in the middle of Anidri. Charlie, no, I don't want you to do that. For rubbish and recycling. So the tins go into the recycling. So I mix the wet food in with the dry food. Then maybe I put just a tiny spray of water to mix it in. Then I distribute it between the two bowls. A little bit less for Alma and a bit more for Charlie. He's bigger. And then they are used to the bowls now living on the stairs. That's for Charlie, and that's for Alma. And we usually wait around until they are finished, because then I scrape any leftovers into one bowl. And then I use the lid to keep the bowl. If it's not much left, if there's no wet food left, I might leave it on the table until the evening, but usually I would take it back into the fridge, both of those things. Once they are finished, I wash the bowls here. There's also always a bowl of water that I leave here, which is not quite full enough, and then sometimes insects drown themselves in it, so I fill that up. From here, I can show you whilst they are eating. This is also the outside shower. If you come closer, if you just disconnect that.
Wait, that's good.
If you just disconnect that and put that here, then it goes both there and also to the outside shower, which is there. Alma is finished a bit early because I gave her a bit less, and I think she's hungry today. I'll give her another little portion. Come on then, Alma. There we go. There we go. Alma was sterilized recently and she's become a little bit more anxious and jumpy than she was before. You can see even when she's eating, if there are sounds, then she looks around. So we're hoping that she will calm down and settle down. So she's finished now, and usually Charlie might finish that off, or that's the kind of amount that is left over that I put the lid on and put it back in the fridge. So Charlie is helping himself to the water. That's usually where they know that the water bowl is kept. So we need to make sure that that is always filled up. But we don't put the bowls with the food there because it attracts ants and flies, so we keep those on the stairs. Then I wash this bowl. I just leave it here until the evening. There's a brush here for these bowls. And that's about it.